Hello students, I am Atul Heleskar and today we are going to learn a new lesson and the name of the lesson is Androcles and the Lion 1.2 from your 8th standard English textbook. So today we are going to understand the story. So please pay attention on page number 7 now. So long ago there lived a kind, gentle and courteous man called Androcles. But he had a very cruel master. In those days, kings, nobles, and other wealthy men used poor people as their slaves. Androcles was a slave. The slaves were forced to work for their masters. They had to do what their masters told them. They had no freedom, no rights. Even when they were unhappy with their masters, they could not leave him. They were bound by law to obey their master, however wicked he might be. The students, long ago, आता आपण actual paragraph समजून घेऊया. Long ago, there lived a kind, gentle and courteous man called Androcles. So in the first two lines here, the writer described how Androcles was as a man. So he was very kind, he was very gentle and he was very courteous. अँड्रोक्लिस हा अतिशय काइंड होता, दयाळू होता, तो जंटल होता, सभ्य होता आणि खूप कर्टियस होता. सो कर्टियस मीन्स हियर पोलाइट. तो अतिशय पोलाइट होता, तो खूप विनम्र असा हा व्यक्ती होता, एक चांगला व्यक्ती अँड्रोक्लिस होता. बट ही हॅड अ व्हेरी क्रुएल मास्टर. But his master was very much cruel. How was his master? His master was very much cruel. So this cruel, this word again here used as an adjective, just like the kind, gentle and courteous. These words are all adjectives used for the Androcles noun. So same thing happened here. So cruel, this word is used as an adjective for the master. In those days, kings, nobles and other wealthy men used poor people as their slaves. Again here the poor word used as an adjective for the people. So in those days, kings, nobles and other wealthy men used poor people as their slaves. In the past, there was a very bad tradition, and according to that tradition, the poor people used as their slaves. They were working as their slaves. Slaves म्हणजे असे व्यक्ती की जे कामाचा मोबदला न घेता काम करतात, पैसे न घेता काम करतात, त्या व्यक्तींना आपण स्लेव्स असं म्हणतो, त्यांना आपण गुलाम असं म्हणतो. In those days, kings, nobles and other wealthy men used poor people as their slaves. Androcles was a slave. Androcles was also a slave. He was also working as a slave. तो सुद्धा एक गुलाम म्हणून काम करत होता. The slaves were forced to work for their masters. They were forced to work, though they were unhappy to work with their masters, but they were forced to work with their masters. त्यांना बळजबरीने काम करून घेतलं जात होतं. They had to do what their masters told them. They had to follow all the orders of their masters. So because why? Because they were slaves. त्यांना सर्व आज्ञा ह्या पाळाव्या लागत होत्या. सो दे वर लिव्हिंग इन अ व्हेरी मच बॅड कंडिशन. दे हॅड नो फ्रीडम, नो राईट्स. त्यांना कोणतेही फ्रीडम नाही, कोणतेही राईट्स नाही. सो दे वर लिव्हिंग इन अ व्हेरी मच पुअर कंडिशन, इन अ व्हेरी बॅड कंडिशन. देअर कंडिशन वॉज व्हेरी मच बॅड. So they had no freedom, no rights. Even when they were unhappy with their masters, they could not leave him. Though they were unhappy with their masters, but they could not leave him. ते सोडून जाऊ शकत नव्हते. Though they were unhappy, though they were not satisfied with their master. त्यांच्या मास्टर्स, त्यांच्या मालकाकडून ते समाधानी जरी नसले तरी सुद्धा ते सोडून जाऊ शकत नव्हते. Why? Because they were bound by law to obey their masters, however wicked he might be. However wicked he might be, though their masters were wicked, but still they could not leave them. Why? Because they were bound by law. कारण की ते bound by law means here forced to follow the laws. त्यांना त्यांचे जे कायदे आहेत, लॉज म्हणजे काय? लॉज म्हणजे कायदे. ते कायदे त्यांना फॉलो करावे लागत होते. अतिशय कडक असे ते कायदे होते. सो दे कुड नॉट लीव्ह देअर मास्टर्स. नाउ द नेक्स्ट पॅरेग्राफ. Androcles did not like his heartless, wicked master. His master was very much heartless. His master was very much wicked. अतिशय हृदयशून्य असा व्यक्ती होता, अतिशय विकेड असा तो व्यक्ती होता. Again, these two words here used as an adjective for the master noun. So Androcles did not like his heartless, wicked master. His master starved his slaves and often whipped them. किती वाईट परिस्थिती आहे बघा मित्रांनो. हिज मास्टर स्टार्व्ड हिज स्लेव्ह. स्टार्व मीन्स भुकेले ठेवणे, उपाशी ठेवणे. तो त्याच्या स्लेव्हजला मीन्स हिज मास्टर डिड नॉट गिव्ह फूड टू ईट टू हिज स्लेव्स. So this is very much bad condition, and often whipped them. Whipped means that master gave punishment to the slaves. चापकाने फटके मारणे. Whipped means punishment देणे, चापकाने फटके मारणे. And Androcles felt that even death was better than serving such a master. So Androcles was thinking that the death is better than this condition. Means Androcles was living in a very much bad condition, and he was thinking that so the death is better than this condition. He kept looking out for a good opportunity. So he was looking out. He was looking out for a good opportunity. Looking out, to look out is one kind of a phrase, and look out means in search of. च्या शोधामध्ये असणे. So he was in search of a good opportunity. Opportunity means chance. Because he wanted to run away from that place, and he was searching that chance. At first chance he got, he escaped from the clutches of his cruel master. And when he got the first chance, जेव्हा त्याला पहिली संधी मिळाली, he escaped from the clutches of his cruel master. Clutches means त्याच्या तावडीतून तो सुटलेला आहे, and he ran away from the clutches of his master. आणि तो क्लचेसचा अर्थ दिलेला आहे टाईट होल्ड. टाईट होल्ड म्हणजे त्याच्या तावडीतून, त्याच्या घट्ट पकडीतून तो निष्ठून पळून गेलेला आहे. when he got his first chance. Now although Androcles had thus run away, he was not a coward. Though he ran away from the clutches of his master, but he was not a coward. He was not a coward. Coward means he was not easily get afraid person. You know that. तर तो काही असं घाबरणारा व्यक्ती नव्हता. ही वॉज नॉट अ कावर्ड. तो असा भित्रा नव्हता. सो अगेन हिअर वी कॅन से दॅट द अपोजिट वर्ड फॉर द कावर्ड इज अ ब्रेव. नाउ ऑल्दो Androcles had thus run away, he was not a coward. He took shelter in a forest. He ran away from the clutches of his master, and he took shelter in a forest. He started living in forest. तो फॉरेस्ट मध्ये राहायला लागला. त्यांनी आसरा घेतला. He was not afraid of the wild beasts that roamed the forest. He was not afraid of the wild beasts. Wild beasts म्हणजे काय, तर जे वन्य प्राणी असतात, हिंस्र प्राणी असतात, त्यांच्यापासून तो घाबरत नव्हता. He was not afraid. And the roam हा शब्द आहे याच्यामध्ये ROAMED. Roamed means wander. The wild animal where you know that they were wandering in the forest, but still our Androcles was not afraid of all these animals. तो घाबरत नव्हता या प्राण्यांना. He did not mind that he had no roof over his head. There was no roof over his head. त्याच्या डोक्यावर कोणतेही छप्पर नव्हते. He was not living in a house. He was living in a forest, but still he was not afraid. So he was just living there, and he was enjoying his life in the forest. He was happy that he was free as a bird to go wherever he wishes. He was happy in the forest. Why? Because he can go wherever he wants. And he was just feeling as a bird. तो स्वतःला bird सारखं feeling समजायला लागला. He was living very free life there. So he was free as a bird to go wherever he wished. So तो अतिशय आनंदात त्या फॉरेस्ट मध्ये राहायला लागला. तर सो स्टुडंट्स, आज आपण हे पहिले 3 पॅरेग्राफ Androcles अँड द लायन या पाठामधले बघितले. याच्यानंतरचे जे काही पॅरेग्राफ्स आहेत ते आपण पुढच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये बघूया. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.